know.
Yo, what's good? I'm Daniel.
I'm Okiki.
I'm Jesse.
Cashmo, Moses.
And you're tuned into the Journey Podcast. Yeah, let's get into it. So for this episode, we're really gonna talk about like how men need to uplift each other more, and like just how men, because of their egos, we be bringing each other down. And so like in this episode, we're really gonna talk about it. So, okay,
Hey man, but still, all y'all week been. This episode, this thing, you can't check on our boy Dan. You know, he's like, bro,
yeah, they
Big
can't see your
motion.
boy.
Jalapeno yo-yo.
back in college. You know, I got
Yo,
2
yo.
more weeks. Back in college.
Yes,
like,
sir.
On some real stuff though, how y'all being mentally and stuff? I don't know.
Finances on the low right now. Made some.
You want to tell him?
I bought the new phone, the Max, the expensive you could think of. Yeah. So the account kind of crying right now, but
This guy.
mentally I'm good. You know, I'm great. I'm fantastic, bruh. Look at me, fresher than day, never left.
You're emotional, you're mental.
Oh, emotional, you know, I'm straight. I think I gotta prepare myself, 2 weeks. Yeah, we got school in 2 weeks, so unlike this man, he's already in it. I gotta calm myself in it. Physically, getting work is just already my gym, bruh. Picking 50 bottles per order. It's crazy.
Okay.
Moving on, but yeah, that's really it.
Jesse, how you feeling?
My week. So, my week, for the most part, it's been good, but, some people here and there, they want to tarnish my name. But I
Oh
don't
yeah, y'all been seeing what happened, what been happening on social media? Yeah, because of the stuff Jesse been saying.
God said it won't happen. So, other than that, my finances been pretty good. I just been saving a lot.
Moses, you hear that? What keyword? What? Saving. What's the word? Saving.
I don't know what that means.
But yeah, other than that, emotionally, I've been good. I'm strong-minded. Stay strong-minded. Work on your mental health. That's the most meaningful thing to life. But other than that, I'm good.
Me, I've been good. Like this
You
week,
sure?
one thing I started doing is waking up earlier. Like I've been waking up 6 o'clock and going to the gym in the morning because I'm trying to get into that routine of starting my day good. You feel me? So I've been doing that, and it's like I noticed that even though I'm getting less sleep, it's like I feel like in the future my body will adapt, and it's like I can do more things with the day because I have more of daytime.
The sunrise coming in early
Yeah.
now. So
And so mentally, I'm good. It's really, I'm blessed. I'm grateful to God.
financially,
No mental issues. Financially, I've been good. Financially, we thank God.
yep.
My finances are good. I'm growing my
school
credit
fees.
score.
Yeah,
School
That's good.
Okay, so I just actually learned of a scholarship that gets me free textbooks, so I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm grateful for that too.
Good. For me, bro, you already know I'm good physically, bro. My body's looking gracious. Like, I'm here
Cat.
at work.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the locker.
So a cat.
Pull up the jacket right now.
No.
No, you would really do it too.
All right.
That's what the spam is for. That's the podcast. But yeah, body looking good. Finances, I'm cooling, bro. I'm proud of myself, We get into that goal by the end of the year. I'm gonna show you that goal when I get there. Oh, the boy gonna have that moolah. Get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. The moolah.
Big motion.
Wow.
Big motion. Big motion.
You're so, so good. So good.
Big motion.
But yeah, mentally, I'm getting there, bro. I'm trying,
Oh yeah, man.
Shit.
Do you want to talk about it?
You want to?
We can talk about it on here, but like,
Not on here.
Not out here. Nah.
yeah, they should not know my private business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm getting there,
Alan, how about you?
Shit. I mean, alright.
That was funny. But yeah, on the real though, like, I'm just trying to understand, cause it's like, cause I was looking. If you see like the people that control America most of the time, the companies and everything, it's Jewish people. Like, and that's true, right?
I mean, let's say like the demographic that has a large large income.
Okay, large income Jewish.
they have wealth, like they.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because they support each other. They don't go to any other person's. They'll rather go to a Jewish restaurant than come to my
They're
restaurant.
loyal.
If you get that, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm saying, why don't we, people of color, black people, do the same thing?
That's deep.
Let's start it like this. I'm not going to say too much or generalize everything, but the main reason I feel as though, because everybody, especially the black community, they just be jealous of each other. Jealous cause hatred. Hatred cause other unimaginable things, which leads to people not supporting each other just over like simple things. Let's say like two people have a nail business, but they're beefing over a boy. Like, they wouldn't, instead of like saying, like, I'm a boy, instead of saying, like, if I was a boy, instead of saying, screw me, let's go get this money together,
Yes.
they rather beef over the boy and like fight against each other instead of working together to actually reach the same goal they're reaching to. Potentially even starting a business with each other, which doubles their income, doubles their clientele and everything. But like, the main thing for me is like really hatred, jealousy.
I mean,
And with
honestly,
that, like as you said, it's like with the black community, they're not. They don't see the bigger picture. We don't see the bigger picture. We're based off of our emotions. We don't think and strategize. We don't use tactic and strategy to make moves. It's all, like you said, jealousy. Like they want to do what's self-interest for them, what's their own benefit.
I mean, I
think of.
I think it's like that's just in the past now though, because if you look at it in more so like the most obvious industry, like the filming industry, when the Grammy came, like, bro, the names that were being popped out was like majority blacks, and like the people that were there creatively, I forgot the woman name that did the movie with mind reading, that she could read man's mind. I forgot her name, but the Abbott Elementary, y'all know that show?
Oh.
The director, like, literally, like, those black women there was just supporting each other. And, like, that show has, like, the cast of black people in there. And it's, like, hilarious, winning Grammys, top show for the week, month type. So I just think, like, in the past is more like that. And, like, the main question we asked, like, the reason why, like, we would think, you know, other demographic are better or bigger than us is because they had a better chance and better time head start. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get that they had a better distance, but it's like, for example, right? I'm doing something, you doing something, you going out there, putting saying bad things about my name just to bring me down. Now that happens a lot in our community, and in other communities, it's like they're not trying to do that. They both trying to. They competing, but it's friendly competition. It's like the way it is in sports too. Like 9 times out of 10 in sports, who do you see? Do you see the white people? I'm not saying white man and white man beefing, like you know, with each other, like trying to like this and. Well, it's our people. I mean, yeah, it's part of the game. I get it's part of the game. Trust me, I would talk smack to somebody else too. And I'm talking. Well, I was running track. I talk crazy trash. But yeah, it's like I don't see it between white people and white people. If you get what I'm saying. So bring it back to the real life. Like it happens the same way. Like you want to be above somebody, and everybody when they get that power, they try to degrade everybody else. They don't want to bring everybody else with them. And it's like, to me, it's just crazy.
It's easier that way though. I mean,
What do you mean?
it would be much easier for someone to like degrade you over some like just calmly like negotiate and squish out. You feel me? Because it doesn't give them nothing in return. But if they can just degrade you and like make that possible, they feel a sense of empowerment and like strength over it. But like I think like for that community type thing, it also comes down to like the lifestyle these people live. You know, those people like go to the same worship area together. They go to the same family orientation together.
I have a point to bring about that.
And like with us black communities, like I think we're so like out in touch some in sense, whereas like even like we could talk about the Muslim community. It's almost identical that way. Like Dubai everybody can make money. It's really like that. You really 100K a year next year. Certain people, you know, $1 million next year. No problem. It's just based on that like belief and the stuff we were talking, the environment you really
So
in.
you
Because
telling me, my fault, Cookie. You telling me like if we had more of a structure, it would be better?
it's not even like a structure. It's just like a decency structure. Like it's not one that's to be enforced and upon people,
right.
but the one that's just like common decency to one another. Because it's like, I mean, the same words like my kindergarten teacher used, like you don't want to treat somebody else the same way you be like to be treated. It's kind of like that. Like if people can just gradually grasp that, and a lot of like a community can uprise and like really develop that from a young age, it's gonna change stuff for the better.
See, look, like about that, I feel like that also comes with maturity.
True.
Most people just don't want to act like that until it actually like happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the quickest ways people realize things, like not like things like certain
Situations.
certain situations,
Yeah.
ways of life and everything. Like from just it happening to them personally, that's when they learn and they start realizing everybody's thinking the same. Until like they actually make that change from it happening to them. But you don't want to be that person where it happens, like especially if it's something really bad. You don't want to be that person.
They take the downside to it.
Right. So like it's better than try to learn early.
I think those Jewish people is because they have strong discipline and strong family values.
I mean, but you do know,
And
like, the
it's-
people that moved here were Jewish, right? Like, moved to America,
And
majority.
yeah, what
the
do they have
begin-
in common? They have that strong
Yeah,
family value.
really started from
and
the core with
discipline.
this.
And like with the black community, is like they don't have that family structure because of the absent father and stuff like that.
Finances.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it's like, okay, I would bring different generations into it too. Like, you said something about maturity. I think it's more of experience than maturity. Because experience is different than maturity in the sense of with maturity, you can have experience and not be mature, right? You can have a lot of experience and not be mature. That's very possible. You might have done crazy stuff in life. You're 50-year-old. Like, I know some woman at my job, she's just acting like a kid. She's in the 60s.
Man,
Like,
tell bro, the job hit.
Yeah, like
I
it
realized
really
that this
shows
week
you,
too.
Like, so I'm saying, like, the older generation, when I'm talking to more people in the older generation, it's like, even in the movies, the way they talk is like, you can't make it up without stepping on somebody, stepping over somebody, right? But us, I believe we think in a different way. Okay, this group, we think in a different way. Everybody wants to win.
Okay, wait. You have to understand we're like African, we're Nigerian. We have that culture, we have that family
Background.
values, we have
still,
that discipline.
Yeah, I get it.
So
But
we
the-
have a different perspective.
But look, the older Nigerians, I don't think they think like us. We do.
That's really depends though.
Not all, like some of them. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's
Like
Not
I'm
all.
saying,
'cause-
like it's like this. They think like, have you ever heard a story like, oh yeah, you know how in the marketplace in Nigeria,
Yeah.
like okay, somebody's making this, somebody's making this, they're just gonna use chomp did, you know, bring the person like that happened. That's the first place I realized like wow, people always like nobody. That's why nobody's really winning. Like it's not, it wasn't not 80% of the people I seen in Nigeria that were in business, bro. They trying to bring each other down. Like even though we had strong cultural, strong this that, but still, and it's skin color. At the same time, like that's another thing. But it's like our generation. I feel like we can change that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I mean, in a lot of ways, it shows that it's different. Just because the fact that we have like younger demographic in the entertainment now, more than ever. Like, as much as the old folks could want to feel like they dominating, they got it like that. I've seen probably in the music industry for the past 5 years, since 2018, younger demographic are dominating more than like the past and the old. Like, you don't hear P Square, you don't hear Don Jazzy, you don't hear all those guys no more.
I mean,
like,
Don Jazzy is still.
he's still there as
Yeah,
like
'cause he always
he's the
Yeah.
manager, you know. But like in that sense, like I just think, you know, the same demographic, it comes in a way of like, you can't say it much better, like the mindset of the people, bro. Really where they really getting that core thought process from, how they establishing the solution. And like some people just really are messed up like that, bro. You can't do nothing about it. And like it's gonna affect everybody regardless. You're not a guy who's gonna like snap them off the earth, so like you're really gonna have to tussle through it and just live through your own ways. It's like, I don't know.
And do y'all what's it called? I'm ready to go off topic real quick. So recently, I'm not the only one that's been seeing on TikTok. It's like people just been attracted to Nigerian music and trying to
Mix it.
No, trying to show us the satanic relation with Nigeria.
Oh my! I saw that today.
I
saw that today. No, that Shaket one. Did you see that?
I've seen Ashake, I've seen Rema, I've seen
Yes,
Jazz,
bro.
I've seen everybody. It's like first Ashake, they say GOAT, right? He said you better go to stage
To show that
on his first concert.
Yep.
This name better go on stage and go to Nigeria is used for sacrifice. It's a sacrifice.
He's gonna go on stage and kill a goat.
No, you didn't kill it. You dragged it as like a prop for the. You know how Rema could be on stage, have girls dancing and twerking on the stage, but he thought it would be cool where it was African theme and he had to go with him into the stage. So like, it's first I think people gotta understand that stuff is established with entertainment. They're really there to really get.
I haven't seen this. This is the first time I heard.
Yeah, I could pull it up.
But
Like
another one was like the music video, Rema's music video. He was like, you know, he was wearing all black, this thing. Then Don Jazz, he had like horns.
Do you know, like, I don't want to get canceled or anything, but like,
not canceled. This is not
yeah,
canceled.
like, you guys know, like, the music industry, there's some kind of like, it's
I trustly believe
it's
it.
evil. Some of the stuff is not. They don't do stuff that glorify God, and even if they do, it's rarely seen.
Yeah.
And the lyrics from the lyrics they say to the sound to the
Music
representation, the music
Right.
videos, you guys have to notice. And even, I don't want to say this about African music, but like our African artists too are kind of not helping. But
True.
they're
I mean,
going.
in a lot of ways, though, I think ours, the way ours is so different to like different music industries. How we establish the music based on what the artist is going through, not like out here trying to go shoot out. You know what I mean? Like in a sense where like I feel the different music that you could listen to in different genres could entice you to do different things, where ours is just talking about the heartbreak of a love or the story of somebody's come up, and like it's done lyrically where it's like you yourselves, you tap into it and you're like yeah, like I hear what he's saying, compared to someone who's like, I run down 3 men, like I've never run down 3 men in my life. So like
that's just another thing. It's different cultures, a lot of crazy things happen in Nigeria, like counts and stuff. But the way we are and the pride we have as Nigerians, we don't want to go to far. Like we don't want to, like really, like say, oh, we do this thing. Oh yeah, I caught 3 bodies today. We don't want to do that, bro. Niggas, guys in Nigeria do that on a daily.
right.
They don't want to.
Glorify. They don't want to have to brag about that.
It's like, oh yeah,
It's a statement. Yeah.
It's like
They're proud of it.
like
It's cool.
Like in Nigeria back then, it's like they just want their story to be told.
Oh, like Fela Kuti, bro. Oh man, I still listen to like Chef Obi. Like I posted it on my story like this week. Like their songs, bro. You listen to it, and I'm like, I realize why our parents thought those music stick with them, because it's like you listening to it in a party. They're telling you about like how good this wedding is, like it's a good day to be here, and like shoot, I would take a stack of money too. I would spray them like, and it really vibes too. Like it's beyond a different level of experience that you're listening to music compared to the one that would just have to brag about your bodies on somebody's dead. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Fela Kuti is known for making music about like the issues that are going on in Nigerian society.
Yeah,
He was an activist in a way.
Yeah, he's tough. I'm still gonna do a photo shoot like that represents him.
For real.
I'm gonna do something.
That's gonna be hard though.
It's gonna be crazy. Like I'm talking about, you gotta be one of the toughest photo shoots I ever did. But yeah, as a man, as we're a man, what you think right now? It's a lot of stuff men are saying on social media and stuff. This thing. I'm gonna bring what's your ick in a woman?
An egg.
Okay, let me start off simple, right? Hold up. I'm ready to go to this that I sent y'all yesterday, the question and stuff I sent y'all, right? First of all, y'all shower every day, right?
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah, I think I know.
Is that?
question is that, bro? Nah, cause what's I was watching BC Moan and this that she said if she's in a like sometimes it's been a time it was on Monday she didn't shower.
Yep.
Thursday, right?
That's wild.
Like do y'all shower. Like cause then the other guy you was saying
Hey man, no shame. Y'all do you. No disrespect.
I don't know what to say anymore. You gotta cut this part out.
I mean, I got my answer, but I just don't know if I should say it.
I'm ready. Raw.
You right?
Oh yeah, this is a question. Alright, perfect. So I got a question. So for example, right?
That's mine.
For example, you get married, you have a child. You've been dating somebody for over like
Okay.
let's say you've been dating someone for like 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep the person belly, right?
Before marriage.
Yeah, before marriage, right? And
Go
you
on.
want to name, okay, like in Igbo, this thing, Yoruba, like this thing. You want your elders to name the child.
Right.
You want your elders to name the child, and you want the child to have your last name.
True.
And the mother is like, I'm not going for it.
Oh.
I birthed this kid for 9 months. I got stitches on my by JJ.
What does she want?
Huh? She wants the son to have her last name, and she's gonna
The
name
mother's
the child.
last name.
Yeah.
Why are you going against culture? Tradition.
But I feel like if the man wanted the child to have the last name, he should have married the mom.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, they're not married. Oh, right. You said they're not married.
Yeah.
So because to the fact that she's not married to him, she has the right to have the kid under her last name.
That's
about to be double surnames.
That's a
Talk
unique
about
situation.
her last name, then yours.
What you think about that?
First of all, that's a bastard child because that's outside of wedlock. No disrespect, no shame, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Because it's outside wedlock. That's the definition.
You sound like Game of Thrones right there. Hey,
That's the definition. But like,
I mean, that's
no
the definition of it.
disrespect,
That's the definition of
I
it.
come from a place of love. Y'all know me, but so
Talk
you shouldn't
about
have been
Jon
doing
Snow.
that. You shouldn't have.
Put the
Sex is for giving birth, not for pleasure. You guys have to know this. Our generation has normalized sex outside marriage. It's not.
Right.
It's wrong. But yeah, y'all do. I don't know.
How do you think? At the end of the day, I
That's
mean,
my personal.
I think.
No hate. I'm not judging.
Yeah,
I don't judge.
Come on, you say they've been dating for 6-7 years. You gotta
Yeah, so
be
he
aware
should've-
of how somebody will react as such. Cause me, shoot, it gets that deep before you even hit that 1 week. Slap a bandage on that.
Yeah, like 9 months is too long to be dating. Let me just personally, I feel like that's too long to be dating. You should have already married that woman by then.
9 months?
9 months is too long. No,
Wait,
9
wait.
years. 9 years.
Oh.
Yeah, 9 years is too long. You should have been married. So
man,
at that point,
some people don't want marriage. You gotta remember that.
True.
I guess.
I
Yeah,
feel
you
like if you
do.
don't want marriage or you just wanna have a child, hey man, whatever consequences your baby mama will give you, collect them.
Yeah, I mean,
You're ready to collect.
I don't feel like I should be putting my opinion in a situation I don't think I'll be.
Yeah, but what's it called? You mentioned something about we all over the place. We all over the place. We all over the place today because it's really a true episode. Like,
Yeah.
we having a conversation like we regularly would have a conversation in person. So I'm just saying, Like,
do you think? What is the problem with men today in society with when it comes to?
Alright, see, look, alright.
Just see.
Alright, that's a good topic. Now, that's a good topic because we just been talking about how we, like
Like,
should
man,
be
let's
treated,
take-
like, how
yeah.
everybody should be treated. But let's talk about how, like, how we aren't good because we actually got to own up to our own.
Talk about it.
Own up to our own problems and everything. I feel as though one of the main things men aren't good at is communicating.
True.
Communicating with women, parents,
Your friends,
friends, like whatever. Like we just, like with
your
friends.
boss.
I was just talking about this with my friend yesterday.
Yeah, like
Yo, like, let me just talk about it. No, not to give much detail, but her problem was just like her man don't communicate.
that man may go.
No, but listen.
Look, let me
No
tell you.
details.
A guy like that, you communicate. I'm coming to life.
I'm in there.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. But yeah, like,
Even
you done?
if he's
Like,
not communicating, somebody else is.
She no, but she's like she really like love this nigga. Like she was attached to him, man.
Attached.
Like
Attached.
see, look. Communication doesn't only just run to relationships. That's what everybody think about.
so yeah, go on, yeah, concern.
It don't only run with the relationships. It runs with like way more things. Like let's say such things as friends. Like everybody always think about his bro code. Like,
Right.
oh, don't act like this. You're not supposed to act like that. But it's like if you really just talk to your man about it, like everything will be good. And also, definitely like you should be able to be vulnerable to one of your closest male friends too.
True.
Cause it's one thing. It's one thing I heard by. It was one famous fighter. He said, "I'd rather my best friend cry on my shoulder than have to go to his funeral next week."
Real talk.
Big talk. Big
Like,
talk.
It's very essential for like a man to really communicate, like just talk. Cause a lot of men just really be stressed.
And they be hiding it. They do a good
Another
job
thing,
hiding.
a story about. I'm just telling a story, but like I seen a TikTok where there was this woman. She transgendered. She changed to a man. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but she talked about how life as a man, she hated it. That it was hard.
saw that.
She didn't know how men lived and how men functioned. But she ended up committing suicide because of how hard her life was. I think she transitioned back to a woman, but she was just talking about her experience on an interview.
Wow. But my thing is like the whole talking to man and stuff. Like we gotta let our feelings be known. That's one.
But then, you know, they call it sassy nowadays if you showing your feelings. But I think it comes with the right people. Because you really got to be really smart to know, like, okay, this is how this person feel about when a situation like this come up. Like, you cannot be bashing your details out there like that when you know they're only going to not give you the end result of what you need. You going to know what you need at the time you need to, you know, talk about it. So for one, like, if you need, like, it was like this question at UMBC that was going around, like, for all semester. It was like, would you rather cry in front of your girl or in front of your homeboys? And then more people were so like, oh, they would cry in front of their homeboys over their wife because their wife would take that in a certain aspect and use it against them, when it's like vice versa could be used with your bros. Like, I think for one, like, if your bros are at the level y'all are married, bro, come on, you gotta.
First of all, why are you marrying somebody that's gonna use it against you?
That's true.
That's
It comes prior to even getting with that person committed.
yeah. Like first of all, you marrying somebody that is that. My other thing about man is just with the whole body count situation nonsense. I mean, we said it last season, but it's like you have this much. Look,
Demonstrate.
that's a man's body count. It's a woman's body count.
Wait, do you think? Okay.
I'm not done. Right?
Right.
This woman, but this less body count. When it comes to this man with this more body count, right? He says, "Oh my God, you a hoe," blah blah blah. This man want to come with this woman with no body count, she accepts him. Do you get what I'm saying? That see how it's reversed.
Wait, I don't.
No. I mean,
As
I don't.
men, why don't we take what is given to us and what we deserve?
But I think you gotta get it wrong here. Somebody gotta really trust you enough to know, like, whatever they say, or they don't care of the result. Like, oh, someone could be proud. And then in my Bible service, we talked about it last fall semester. A man really came out and said he had 100 bodies at the age of 18, coming to college. And it's like, how much of a like a sheep?
Wait, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much of a sheep can you be? Like, coming to college, you're counting, meaning you're keeping track of like all of that. And like, I mean, it went into the like Bible study of what we talked about, everything. But it just got me thinking, like, how can somebody really think or motion and
What
be
college
like
did
that?
they go to? Is it?
I mean, it's probably a HBC, yeah.
But look though, that same man, right? 100 bodies with 100 bodies. You would not want a woman over 3 bodies.
It's only pride. Like you
would not want a woman.
Why?
Of course, it's because like you don't want the idea that other men had dominance with
But it's
something
like
that's
you
yours.
have, like, I don't get it. Like
That's really by nature.
Like,
That's really by nature.
Why
Like,
see
I
my thing is my nature. If I have 0 bodies,
you
I want
expect
a
some.
woman with 0 bodies.
Right.
I can
That's
manage,
fair.
I can
That's
manage
fair.
1 or 2. I can manage 1 or 2. That's just like you got everything else, and it's like God just say, boy, that's settled. That's it. But I know God would not let me want me to settle, right? But at the same time, 0-0, perfect match, right?
Sure.
So 100, 3, take your 3. God bless you. 3 is not this, and take your. If God give you 20, take it.
It depends on the circumstance. I feel like it depends.
The way you think,
I'm just saying, we have 100, bro. We're both human beings.
Alright, see, look, the way he's
Continue.
thinking and the way I would think about it, right? See, like, he's thinking it more like a let's say like understanding, you know, trying to just find something that matches him.
Right.
But I see it more of like maturity, like basically more maturity. Cause let's say this, me a man, I have 1 body. I see a girl that has 10. Most men would be like, nah, like you have too much for me.
Right.
But like let's think of it apart from body, cause everything's just not about body. You think about it more like how the woman is, like from my standpoint, how the woman is, how she act, how she gonna treat me. If she's willing to like put away all that past body, all that stuff away, and just focus on you.
What you got
Because like
going
her
on?
mindset changed and like she's a different person.
That's a huge stab for most men. That's huge.
It's a very
Yeah,
good step, but like
huge, bro.
you gotta learn how to accept
Yeah,
that.
I feel like most of the women I talk to, they have more bodies than me, but
I was just about to say that because fact is women have higher body, like the average woman has a higher body
But
count
they
than the
won't
average
tell you
man.
the truth though.
Because women have easier access to sex, so the average woman has a higher body count than the average man. So, yeah.
But in all honesty, like, you will ask a woman, let's say it's just like the beginning stage of y'all talking, it hasn't got deep to months yet, like a couple weeks, 2, 3. And then you're like, how much, you got going on? And they're like, just 3. And they're telling you situations, and you're keeping track of like the situations that happen in different experiences. It's counting more than just
To be honest,
just 3. Like,
I wouldn't even ask.
that's it.
But, like, I wouldn't ask because the way you act is gonna show it.
Yup.
So you wouldn't even have to ask. Like,
you
if they act like that, you're gonna know they're like that.
Know.
True.
If they act different, you know that either they aren't like that or they're changed and they're willing to like actually start something and settle down.
I have a question I want to end the podcast with. Let me know when you're ready.
Let's end with you.
Oh, you want to end right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just like a fun, interesting question. Would you hit a woman for self-defense? I want to know each of your perspective. Even Alex, I want to know your perspective.
Come here and show it.
Because I heard different perspective,
Alec, come
and
here
they
and
both
show
gave
what you
good
gonna do.
reasons why.
Look, okay. So I got asked this at my job literally last
The
week.
same question?
Same question.
No way.
Like it was 2-3 girls that were on me like, look, you know, our girls are like they was hitting you. If you got caught in that type of situation, that type of relationship where it's like she just sat shows her real self, like punch you in the face, all that stuff, whatever. I'm like, if she hits me, this is what I first thought. If she hits me, I'm walking away. Like
That's
walk
unattractive
away.
for me. A
Walk
woman
away.
that hits.
Yeah, walk away. That's one. But two, if it's the type of situation where it's like, you know, a girl can hit you, you walking away, and she goes again following you around. Like she will follow
She's
you to
serious.
your car, and
It's-
she try to, like she just
That-
try to keep
Right,
hitting you. That's what I said. That's something. You don't have to hit her back. That's as man, learn some tactics. Like, you can just grab her and just like
My friend said the same.
Yes.
like
Move
just
her.
grab her, like like, or just put her in like you know,
Like,
self-defense law,
like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Detain, like, just try to
yeah,
just-
detain her type of joint. Like, as men, I feel like we should learn that, bro, because it's like some crazy woman out there, bro. But I don't know, some other man who be like, oh, yo, what's up? Yeah,
I mean,
like,
come
busting
on.
face and all that, like.
It comes to like how serious the situation is, because at the same time, I think y'all would be surprised if you ever get robbed by a woman. Like, oh, what that means you're not gonna defend yourself and what they robbing you on, like your car. They're like, get out the car. Like, come on, like, bruh. Not saying no disrespect to the women robbers out there. Don't come try me, but I'm saying, like you
I'll get robbed.
yeah. Like
You really contemplate about your life.
You really can't be like, oh, just the. I can't say just the gender, just because like, you know, we're all in by neutral, and knowing that we're all the same. You feel me? So like, you gotta treat the same aspect you will be treated in other a situation with a guy that's gonna come here and trying to smack you up, because that little hit that hit your throat and you choking like you about to die. You gotta.
So
do
you're
something.
saying it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
See, look, for me,
Those slap punches don't do nothing.
look,
Like,
for me, basically on what he said, in some cases, well, let's say like 90% cases, I would treat a man the same way I would treat a woman. But hear me out. The way I treat situations, I wouldn't even try to like have conflict. First of all, that's the first thing I would avoid, conflict with a man or a woman. I wouldn't want to fight a man or a woman, because it's no point of me having to fight a man or a woman.
right.
So I wouldn't even try to even put myself in that type of position. Now let's say it comes to that. This right here would be the 90-10. If the man is really like trying to really just hit me, okay, we fighting. We fighting, bro. But like if it's like the woman, first thing I'm gonna do is try to walk away, try to detain. If you really trying, let's say I go to my car, like this is one of the situations. I go to my car, you start keying it, destroying,
Breaking glass.
That's basically vandalizing. Which basically,
You have rights.
you basically have rights to self-defend yourself. If you're really taking it to that
Wow.
type of point, you really
If you're
have.
getting technical with it, yeah.
You really have, like, come on. And anybody can say if somebody's really vandalizing a car, you'll be mad.
Your insurance
You'll
will
be
ask you what you do. Like,
Yeah.
what did you do at that
They
situation?
gonna ask what you do.
You just like, you watched?
You just what? Nah, bro. You just can't watch anybody. If a man do it to a woman car, she'll be mad.
Yeah.
If a man do it to a man car, she'll be mad. If a woman do it to a woman car,
They'll be mad.
Like,
So take it the same way.
every situation.
No
you'll be
grain
mad.
of salt, bruh. No grain of salt.
Yeah.
Alright,
Like
yeah,
me?
let's end it off with you.
Y'all try raising Cane's, bruh?
You don't.
I'm not worried.
Me, yeah, I'm pretty much with Moses. It depends on the situation, because I've had friends that be like, oh, they would if she had a gun, then of course. But then there was like, if she got a gun, you wouldn't reach her in time. But
No lie. No. A woman that has a gun, you gotta fear, bro.
They will pull that
They
trigger.
know how to pull that. They taught me how to do this. Pop, pop, pop.
Anyways, we reached the end of the podcast. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like, comment,
Oh,
My
I want
Cash
to
App.
say something. I want to say something. We are here, but we are by any means, we're not experts. We're just speaking from our experience. Like,
Yeah.
These are just
don't,
comedy.
yeah, we're just having a conversation among each other. You guys, you have to understand that we're still young, we're still growing, we're still
Babe,
learning.
if
about
you're out there,
ourselves
I'm
and
not
stuff.
talking about you.
So yeah, some things we say, take it with a grain of salt, like just, and other things we have,
Yeah.
we know what we're
We
saying.
just
That's
want to
all.
know what's our knowledge. We try to do our research.
Yeah.
Basically,
So,
everything we
disclaimer.
say, but most of the time, our experiences matter too. Catch you
Yeah.
up next week, next time.
Big motion.
We out.
Peace.